Hey everybody, how's everybody doing this evening? I just want to ask you a question. Are you tired of winning yet? Because Donald Trump says Americans are going to get so tired of winning. We're going to be winning so much that you're going to get tired of it. And I just want to ask you, are you tired of winning? Because that was his promise. His promise was, you will be tired of winning. Americans will be winning so much that they'll get tired of it. So I just want to ask anybody that's listening to this video, are you sick of it yet? Are you sick of all the wins Donald Trump has made so far? All the winning. You know, the winning with North Korea, the winning with the wall, the winning with Obamacare, the winning with the budget, all this winning that we've been doing. I mean, it really is getting tiresome. All the winning under Donald Trump, all the winning. I feel like saying, not all the winning, all the disappointment. You know, all the disappointment, all the promises, broken promises, and nothing being fulfilled. So he promised a wall. I mean, I think he promised a wall the day after he was supposed to be elected, or after he took office. I was down on the wall here in California, and it's a disgrace. In fact, it's like the ugliest thing you ever want to see. It looks like a bunch of, I don't know what it looks like. It looks like a bunch of steel sticking out of the ground. I mean, it doesn't even like it's like rusted. It's ugly. I don't know if it's impenetrable or not, but it certainly isn't anything to look at. You know, and then he promised appeal of Obamacare right away. You know, all this stuff that he promised, and nothing's happened. But I listened to Steve Bannon tonight, and Steve Bannon said something that was very true about Donald Trump. Two things about Donald Trump, and he was mad at the Republicans for blocking his agenda. And he said Trump's agenda is two things to Trump's agenda. Number one, he's a populist, which is, if you don't know what populist means, it's real simple. He tells you what you want to hear. That's a populist. Whatever the population wants to hear, that's what he tells you. That's a populist. And then number two, he's a nationalist. And what a nationalist is, it's anti-immigration. It's nationalism. It's somebody that, and he tells you he's all for the American people, but he's not. He's a nationalist. Nationalist is somebody that doesn't want to let anybody into the country. Somebody that's, I mean, they'll tell you that it's pro-American, but it's not. It's pro-nationalism, which is actually something. That's how you become, somebody that's indifferent to other races, and that's kind of a nationalist. So that's kind of what Trump is. He's a populist and he's a nationalist, and he tells you what you want to hear, and doesn't follow through. Another thing Trump does is Trump promises without knowing any of the ways of delivering the promise. He is, I guess you basically call that somebody that's dishonest. He's dishonest as far as his politics are concerned. As far as what he says and what he does, he never follows through. And people seem to accept it because people have this idea that they're on his side. I mean, if he's saying the things they want to hear, they have a connection with him. Even though it never happens, they still have a connection with him. And people, you know, if you want to read the book, How to Make Friends and Influence People. Long book, been around for a long time. But in the book, the very first chapter talks about how people will never admit to being wrong. And so people that have followed Trump and have been behind him don't want to ever admit that they were wrong about this guy, even though the real details are starting to come out as far as what he is, what he accomplishes, and how he doesn't follow through. And how he doesn't think about anything he does, and actually how he just doesn't even know anything as far as what he does. People don't want to admit that because they don't want to ever admit that they're wrong. That's kind of a human nature thing. And it's in the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So anyway, I got to cut this video short. It's getting close to 5 minutes. But anyway, I just want to ask Americans to search themselves, look at the America that we live in today, look at it right now as Donald Trump is being president, and just ask yourself, are you sick of winning? Because Donald Trump promised you that you'd be sick of winning. Are you sick of winning yet? So I just want to ask people that. Have you had enough of this winning stuff? Because it's been going on for about 6 months, all this winning that we've gotten. And I haven't seen anything, I haven't seen any winning yet. I mean, they want to brag about the stock market. They want to brag about jobs. They want to brag about people buying houses. It's all bullshit, just like the numbers of unemployment. You know, they used to say unemployment was so low, like 5 or 6%, when it was actually 25%. That's one thing Donald Trump said it was correct. You know, the same thing with these numbers on the stock market, and the same thing with the numbers as far as unemployment and jobs are concerned. They're just, anybody can come up with any statistic they want to come up with. They can juggle the numbers any way they want to juggle them. So anyway, like I say, one other thing, just think about it. Are you tired of winning? Thank you very much.